Okay, hi all, welcome to Diversified Finance. My name is Lakal. So today is the 12th of December 2021. So just another Sunday. So we already had a midweek Bitcoin only Zoom session on last Wednesday. And Sunday we're just going to go through the overall markets, traditional markets, gold and silver. As you can see here, gold and silver charts, Dow Jones, investor attitude. Then we will probably go into Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, and we can have a look at the altcoins as well. So I welcome you all. So for the second time, I'm live streaming this on Facebook as well. So hopefully there'll be more people joining with us on Facebook as well. Okay, so let's quickly have a look at the charts. Share screen. Okay, so this is the gold slash silver chart. So as you know, I discuss this every week, every Sunday I mention this. Everything is online nowadays, right? So Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, shares, everything's online. We need to have like internet to access all these assets. But if you think about physical gold and physical silver, right? If something goes wrong, let's say with the internet, if you have no access to your phone, physical gold and silver can act as like a really good asset. So what I normally do, I just allocate at least, let's say 10 to 20%, even 15% of my overall portfolio into gold and silver, like physical gold and silver. And I would like to buy them for long term. I'm just buying it for say maybe 5 to 10 years or so, and then I'll keep it in a locker for long term. So if some kind of emergency, let's say for example, hypothetically like this World War III or something, if you have no access to your computer, if there's no internet, at least you know that you have something physical in your hand. So normally what people do, they buy a lot of silver and gold coins and then they tend to sell it like on Gumtree or online. But even if you can't do that, let's say internet is completely down, you can barter, right? I mean, this is the worst case scenario. This might not happen. You can barter with your neighbor, like if you have silver and gold coins. So gold and silver, it's something that we need to have in our portfolio. At least 10% in your portfolio in gold and silver. You can either have gold bars, gold coins, and if you really don't want to hold any physical asset, if you think it's a bit of a hassle, because you need to have a locker and you're going to keep it there, if you think it's a bit of a hassle, you can also buy gold and silver on CoinSpot, but it'll be again, it's like a digital gold and silver. So it's like paper, more like paper gold, but at least you have some on your portfolio. But if the internet is down, you don't have any access to paper silver or paper gold either. So that's why I would say it's important to have physical gold and silver, just like 5 to 10% allocation of your overall portfolio. I wouldn't even mind like to go up to like even 20%. So this is the gold and silver ratio. So normally what happens, this is gold, if you can see here, as you can see here, this is gold slash silver. So let me just check whether I'm sharing the right screen. Yeah. Okay, all good. Yeah, so whenever you see higher prices, so let's quickly go to weekly chart. Whenever you see higher prices for gold slash silver, that's a good time for us to buy silver. That means against gold, silver is a lot cheaper. But if you see a lot lower prices on this chart, that means it's a good time to buy gold. So this is more like a lot of traders, they use this chart and then they accordingly buy, accumulate gold and silver for long term. And this is the relative, this one in blue, the line in blue is the relative strength index. Even this one, if you see a lot of strength, if you see it somewhere up here around 88, that's a good time to buy silver. And if you see it's down here around 22, that's a good time to buy gold. So if you're just wondering what should I buy when, like if you see it somewhere near 50, then you can either buy gold or silver, you can accumulate both. So this is like a guide that I use, like what the whether I should buy gold or silver. If it's higher prices, I'll always buy silver. If it's low, I accumulate gold. So that's the gold and silver chart. And let's quickly have a look at the next topic, which is, let me just switch screen. Okay, yeah, so next one is Dow Jones. Like it's always better that we have a bit of idea of what the traditional markets are doing. I know most people in this group, like they're mostly looking at the Bitcoin price action and all coins, but it's also important to have a bit of idea what the traditional markets are doing at the moment. Because if you see Dow Jones, Nasdaq, these markets are going down, like, for some reason, then we should expect like it'll affect the Bitcoin price action as well. So that's why we discuss, just have a quick look at the charts for Dow Jones and sometimes Nasdaq, but today we're only going to have a look at Dow Jones. So let me share the screen. Yeah, okay, so this is the Dow Jones. So as you can see here, this is the COVID drop. Like during the COVID, we have seen a bigger correction for the share for Dow Jones. It actually dropped about, let me just do that. Okay. So during the COVID crash, it dropped about 40%. That was like a really buying opportunity. Now we know, because since the COVID drop, it actually gone up by about, it just doubled from the COVID drop. The lows. If you bought, if you bought any shares, like like specifically shares on ASX, like in Australian share market, you could have like double your money by now. But since then, it's like a bigger uptrend, like very strong uptrend. Since then, we have seen a bit of a correction for Dow Jones. As you can see here, it dropped about from its last high, it dropped about like about 7% or so. Now it's gone back up. But this could be a reason why we're seeing a bit of a sell-off in Bitcoin price as well. So because normally when the Dow Jones goes down, there's a lot of traders, they hold a lot of Bitcoin, and when they see Dow Jones going up, they prefer to hold their shares compared to Bitcoin and altcoins, because there's a lot of volatility when you look at the Bitcoin and altcoins. So they tend to sell a lot of Bitcoin and altcoins, take some profit, and then they prefer to keep their shares. So could be one reason why we're seeing a bit of a sell-off in the Bitcoin price action right now. And whenever you see a bit of a correction, right, it's not a bad thing to accumulate for long term. I'll discuss further when we look at the Bitcoin chart. I still believe we have at least one more run, like to the upside. So we are going to like a correction, but eventually it'll recover, and we might see higher prices in first quarter of next year, or worst come to a second quarter of next year, before we see a lot lower prices. So I do believe this cycle is not, for Bitcoin, the cycle is not finished yet. Okay, so having said that, so that's Dow Jones. Let's quickly have a look at Bitcoin price action. Yeah, so okay, so this is the Bitcoin. This is what Bitcoin has been doing for the past, I would say, 1 year or so. And this is where Bitcoin dropped, say, from about 11,000 down to 3,700 during the COVID crash. So it dropped about 40% or so, I guess, or maybe more. Yeah, about 65% it dropped during the COVID crash. Okay, since then it was consolidating in this area, and we have seen a lot higher prices. Actually, from 10,000, Bitcoin pumped all the way up to about 65, so 600% it pumped. And since then we've seen like a 50% correction, and then it went back all the way back up to like 69,000, and now it dropped. So what I'm seeing here is pretty clear, and it's obvious, I guess. We just put it down. Hold on. Yeah. So if you look at here, Bitcoin break out from this area, and it made a high right here, and then it had a correction, about like 30% correction or so, made a low. So this is a high and a low, and then it went up and made a higher. Yeah. So after that, what happened? So this is a high, low, and then it made a higher high right here, higher high, and then it made a higher low. And then again, it went back up, made a higher high over here, and then made a higher low. So these are the lows, right, down the bottom. So this is a higher low. So this price is higher compared to this low, and this price is higher compared to this low. On the other hand, this price is higher than this price, and similarly, this price is higher than this high. So it's been making higher highs, higher lows, which is a uptrend. So it's like something bullish that we would see a lot higher prices. That's what it has done. Like, it kept on going higher, and then it made another higher high, but unfortunately, it dropped back down and made a lower low. So compared to this low, let me just get rid of this. So compared to this low, it made a lower low on the weekly chart. This is a lower low. So since then, that's an indication that the trend is reversing. Like, that's exactly what happened. After that, we've seen a 50% correction from 60,000 down to like 30K or something. And then it consolidated for some time. As you can see here, this area, there was a bit of a consolidation, right? And then after that, we've seen a lot higher prices. So now let's do the same what we done before. So let's quickly look at this, starting from this low, right? And it made a higher low, right? And from this high, it made a higher high, right? And or we can go up to here, high. But after that, we've seen a bit of a correction, right? So 1, 2, 3. This is the 4th week. I think we'll be ending this week in few hours, because it's today's Sunday. So still, this is a higher low. So low, higher low, higher low. So this is still telling us that we are on an uptrend. So as long as Bitcoin is not gonna drop below 39,000 or 40,000, as long as not gonna drop below 39,000 and finish a weekly candle below 40,000, I think the trend is still intact. Like, I would see, like, just we might see a lot higher prices. But what happens normally when we see a bigger correction like this? So Bitcoin has dropped from 69K down to, it recovered, and now it dropped about 40%, and now it's gone back up. So it's still down like 28%. So what happens normally when we see this kind of like correction, a bigger correction, like 40% correction, people tend to get so worried, and then they're worried about the market. They try to stay away from the market. But actually, we should do the exact opposite. But let's go back like a few months. We've seen Bitcoin drop to 40K, went all the way up to 69, and then, if you remember, like, there's a lot of bullishness in the market. Everyone is so happy, and everyone was predicting a lot higher prices in December, 100K in December, things like that. But we were expecting a lot higher prices when the market was so bullish, but it did not happen. So now this is the complete opposite, right? So we had a correction. The price is going down and staying low, and then there's a lot of bearishness in the market. Like, everyone's scared, a lot of extreme fear, expecting a lot lower prices. So that might not happen either. So I would probably look at this, and what I'm thinking, this is a really good opportunity for us to accumulate for long term. So no financial advice, but if someone expecting a lot higher prices, this is the perfect time for someone to get in. No financial advice. But even during this drop, I've been accumulating a DCA, dollar cost average. So for example, let me explain what dollar cost average means. Like, let's say you are planning to invest $1,000 in Bitcoin. So when you see like this kind of a correction, you can use $200 out of your $1,000, right? So you use 20%, and the next day if you see another correction, you add another 10-20%. So likewise, instead of just going all in, out of 1,000, you can buy percentage wise and accumulate for long term. So that's called dollar cost average. So your average price will be a lot lower. Even if it drops to like 40K, you're gonna, we don't know, let's say next week Bitcoin drops to like 40K. You use another $200 and accumulate. Out of 1,000, you use $200 and accumulate more. So if you do that, your average price becomes like, not so low, because you've been buying from like during corrections, you've been buying Bitcoin. So the good thing about doing when you dollar cost average, if you expecting a lot lower prices, and if you're gonna stay back and not gonna get into the market, the price might not come down, right? And when the price goes up, you probably be worried, okay, why didn't I buy when Bitcoin was so low? So dollar cost average is very important, especially when you see like this kind of a correction. So when you see like 3-4 red candles like on the weekly chart, this is like a good time for people to accumulate for long term. That's what I believe. So that's what I've been doing. Even all coins, I've accumulated a lot of all coins as well. But during this kind of correction, all coins tend to drop a lot harder, like bleed a lot harder compared to Bitcoin. So this is a good opportunity for someone to accumulate large cap as well, large cap all coins. We'll go into large cap all coins and other all coins soon. So for me, it looks okay. Like, I know there's a lot of fear in the market. So this is like a clear uptrend for me, like that. And then we might see a lot higher prices, but we have to wait and see. Like, it doesn't mean that I'm gonna go all in and expect a lot higher prices. No, I'm not gonna do that. But I'll add whenever I can. If I see lot lower prices, I'll keep on adding. So for me, this is kind of okay. So let's look at the bull market support band, which is let's go to the daily chart. Yeah, so the bull market support band is around 46,700. So it has been like, it keeps on going up. That's what it does. So so this white line right here, we consider this as the bull market support band. So every time, whenever we see Bitcoin price action above this white line, we can call it, we are in a bull market. When it's below this white line, we call it a bear market. So right now, as you can see, it came right back down and retest like, this line, right? And then went back up. So this could be like a normal retest of the bull market support band. So that's why I believe like maybe we don't need to worry so much. But having said that, we can always DCA by little, like, we can end by 20-30% of your initial investment that you're trying to plan, and invest for long term. Like, whatever I buy right now, my plan is to hold it for like a year, right? So I'm not going to worry about what the price action would be tomorrow or from weeks from now, or like, for a month from now. I really don't care. Whatever I'm buying right now, I'm going to hold it for like 12 months. So within that time, if Bitcoin goes back up above 100K and lot lower, a lot higher prices, I'll be happy. Like, then I'll just DCA sell and take some profit out. So that's Bitcoin price for the moment. And then let's look at the Ethereum price right now. So yeah, compared to Bitcoin, Ethereum is holding up really well, because for Bitcoin, the highest all-time highs is around like 69,000. Now it dropped to about 49. So it has come down a lot. But if you look at Ethereum is only down from its all-time highs about 18%, like 17.5%. Compared to Bitcoin, Ethereum is holding up really well, and this is another reason why I believe Bitcoin will eventually recover in a few weeks, like probably in first quarter, second quarter. I'm expecting Bitcoin to go a lot higher, because even though we are seeing a lot of weakness in the Bitcoin price action, we are not seeing the same in Ethereum. Ethereum is looking really strong compared to Bitcoin. So this is a good sign for Ethereum holders. Yeah, normally if you look at the seasonality, January is a really good month for Ethereum. So we might see a lot higher prices, like it's hovering around 4,000 at the moment. If Bitcoin is not going to do anything crazy and goes a lot lower, if it's hold a bull market support band, we would probably see 8 to 10k Ethereum, like next year. There's a high possibility that we would see that, because there's a lot of demand for Ethereum. People don't consider Ethereum as an altcoin anymore, because it's like it has smart contracts on it. You have DeFi on it. So there's a lot of things happening good things happening for Ethereum at the moment. So 8 to 10,000 per coin next year. I wouldn't be surprised if I see that. So that's Ethereum. And okay, now we can look at let's look at Cont. This is a coin that I've been buying, like from when it was around like $300. So I just started accumulating, like DCAing around $300. As you can see, it just kept on going down, but I did not bother. I did not care actually. I just keep on adding, like I bought some at 250, I bought some at 200, and then it dropped to like 180. I added some around 180, and it came all the way to like 150. It dropped like below 150, around 146. So I added some around 155, 153, some at 160, and now look at it, like because it was oversold, like it just dropped to, like if you look at the RSI here, it just dropped so much. It's gone below like 30. So this is the relative strength index. So the top white line is around 70 and the bottom line is around 30, like if you are new to these markets. So whenever you see RSI is below 30, right, it's a good time to accumulate for long term. Whenever you see it goes above 70k, sorry, 70, above 70, and then if you see like it's somewhere near 85 or so, that would be like a really good time for someone to sell and take profits. So given that I mentioned in my group that I've been started accumulating QNT for some time, and then I bought it around this area, because this it looks like a really, it went to like a nice consolidation, and given that it was oversold, now it's kind of like going back up. So it's not much, but the good thing about this coin, the circulating supply and the max supply is about 14 million. So compared to Bitcoin, QNT has less coins compared to Bitcoin. So when it pumps, the pump will be a lot quicker. You might see 2 to 3, 4, 500% pump within like in few hours, like few days or so. So right now from lows, it just pumped about like 50-60%, and then now it's looks like it's consolidated in this area, which is like a really good support area right here, as you can see. So if I mark this line right here, yeah, so about $200, if it stays about $200 USD, hopefully it'll come back and retest this as a support. That'll be really good for Quant. Like we'll see a lot higher prices, because the max supply, coin circulating supply is really less. We don't need much buying power to push a price a lot higher for this particular coin. So I mean, I wouldn't even be surprised to see 2,000, 3,000 per coin when we see Bitcoin goes up a lot higher next year. So this is like a coin that I've been accumulating. No financial advice. So against BTC, we can have a look at the same coin. Yeah. So this is something we draw. Like we had a look at this one, had this coin like few months ago, and as you can see, this yellow, this is the QNT price against Bitcoin. So as you can see, this yellow band would have been like a really good support line, but unfortunately, we can see it broke through, and then it went even below to retest these levels. Like this is per Bitcoin, like QNT price per Bitcoin. And as you can see, there's like a bit of a consolidation here, and then since then it has gone back above this yellow zone, like there's a yellow buy zone. This is like a buy zone for me. So I kept on adding all coin around this area, which is not a bad place to accumulate. And then specifically, I added more around this area. So now that it's going back up, it's going against Bitcoin, so it's overperforming Bitcoin price action at the moment. And even if you look at ETH, yeah, against ETH, it has come back up, but yeah, it has to break probably. There's a lot of resistance around this area. So when it goes above this blue line, it'll be looking really good against Ethereum as well. So this is something that I've been accumulating for some time. Yeah, so I mean, I've been accumulating a lot coin. Like in my portfolio now, I have more coin QNT than Bitcoin and Ethereum. So later on, if I see if it's a lot stronger compared to Bitcoin and Ethereum, I might sell some and switch to Ethereum or Bitcoin. So I will do that later. And we can have a look at the Metaverse token. So we have been discussing about these tokens for some time. And yeah, there was a clear trend line that we were expecting that it might hold. So unfortunately, it broke the trend line. So as you can see here, I was holding onto this trend line, went way higher, came back down to retest this trend line, and it's gone down, like it's broken through. So next support would be somewhere near 17 cents. So we could expect it to come back down to 17 cents. Since if it's not going to hold that, it'll probably could come back down to about 14 to 15 cents. So this is a Metaverse token. This Metaverse is the future. So I don't mind accumulating this coin. If it comes back down to 15 cents, I'll start DCAing, because I'm not going to buy at the moment, because I bought it around like 10 cents and it went all the way back up to like 25 cents or so, something. I was holding up around 20 cents. But if it comes back down to 15 to 10 cents, I'm going to accumulate for long term. So this is a Metaverse token. So this is called Meta Hero. So if you want to buy this coin, you need to open up a KuCoin account. It's called KuCoin. So you can go to KuCoin and open up an account. So this is the exchange. I'll just open up so you can have a look at it. Okay, yeah, so this is the website. So you can open up an account. Unfortunately, you cannot buy these coins on CoinSpot or on Binance, because they're not very popular. And having said that, that's a good time for us to accumulate these coins, because when they're popular, the price has gone up already. So given that they are not on Binance and CoinSpot and not easily available, it's a good time for us to accumulate these coins. And given that the Metaverse is the future, I'm expecting a lot higher prices for these coins. There's another Metaverse token. This is called Multiverse. And even this one I've been accumulating this one during the correction last Saturday. And look at this one. This is the Fibonacci tool. This is the Fibonacci tool that I've used here. And as you can see, it has come back down to 0.786 level. So this is again a good time, good place to accumulate these coins for long term. It's not that expensive. It's about like 2.7 cents. So it has come down a lot actually. From about 5 cents, it dropped like 2.7 cents. So it's probably down 50% from these highs. Again, so it's not a bad time to accumulate these coins. So I'm expecting a lot higher prices for these coins. No financial advice. And the next one is again Metaverse. Blocktopia, severe drop. As you can see here, it dropped from its previous highs. It's down about 50%. So these coins, like I don't mind accumulating these coins for long term, because again, this is on the Polygon chain. Even this one, if you want to buy it, you have to buy it on KuCoin, as you can see here. So KuCoin, Meta Hero, AI, Block, you can buy them on KuCoin, and the price has come down. It's like I wouldn't mind buying these coins around these areas. As you can see, RSI has gone down a lot. So normally, let's go back to Meta Hero on the AI. Yeah, so whenever I see a price RSI around this area, right, above 70, that's a good time for us to sell and take profits. And then when it drops to this area, it's a good time for us to accumulate for long term. Same for Bitcoin. Look at it, like, it's somewhere near close to 30, and then yeah, so below 40. So these areas, I know there's a bit of risk. If it breaks below this support line, yes, we will see lot lower prices. That's why we're not going to go all in. We're just going to DCA for long term, and whatever I'm buying right now, I'm going to hold it for like 12 months. So I'm not going to even bother, even if it drops like tomorrow, like 10, 20, 30%. I'll just keep on DCAing, adding to my portfolio with a long-term perspective. So that's the plan. So as I said, when Bitcoin went up to 67, look at the RSI. RSI went all the way up to this area, like around 77. So that was an indication for us. It's a good time to sell and take some profit. And right now it's the complete opposite. It has come down. It could drop even lower, like below 30. It could drop. If that happens, again, it's a good time for us to DCA, accumulate for long term. So the good thing about buying the dip, especially for Bitcoin and even all coins as well, when it goes back above, like let's say there's a risk that it might go back up to say about 53 or 54, even like 56, or even back up to like closer to 60. If it goes back up to 60, we would see RSI goes above like 55 to 60K or something. Then given that you bought the dip, you can sell some and then take some USD out, like take some profit out and hold a lot of AUD and USDT or USDC, right? The good thing about that is, in case if you are wrong, right, and the market goes down, then you have USDT, AUD to buy back, get back in. So that's what I normally do. If I bought the dip, when it dropped so much down to like 42, I accumulated a lot of altcoins, including Bitcoin and Ethereum. And if I see it goes back up to like RSI goes back up to 50, 60, or if I see price goes back up to 60,000, or so, I'm gonna probably take some profit out and then have some USDT. So in case if I'm wrong, if it comes back down and go below this bull market support band down to like lower prices, I wouldn't be worried, like, because I taken some profit and I'm holding AUD or USDT, I can get back in. So there won't be any problem. And few other coins, Shiba Inu, as you know, this is a very popular coin. It's pumped a lot actually, from around 900 when it broke about 976, just went all the way up to 889. So it kind of like gone up like 10x, like 9x or so. Since then, as you can see, it dropped. It dropped back down to our buy zone. So there was a buy zone that we had back in the day. I just got rid of it. So the buy zone would be like in between 4.5 to 3.5. So it's right there, like even at 3, this would have been like a really good buy, like no financial advice. But I've already got some when it dropped, so I'm just going to hold on to it. And when it pumps, given that it's like a very cheap coin and a very popular coin, and people know how it went up, like when it pumps, it'll pump like in like in a few days, like within a week, it could go up by 5, 6, 7x. So given that people remember all this, so I have a feeling when Bitcoin price recovers, this coin will just pump a lot. Like it'll probably go higher than these prices, right? It could happen. So this is not a bad coin to hold as well. But back in the day, I did not like it. I thought it was like a scam. But given that it's like it has become like a large cap coin now, I have a feeling when the whole altcoin market goes up in value, people will just go for this one because it looks a lot cheaper, because it has like few zeros in front of the coin, as you can see here, like 0.4 zeros and 3419. So it looks like the price wise, it looks very attractive, the price of it. So I don't mind like DCA in this coin. If it drops below, I just DCA. I have a feeling will hold this price level and it'll go a lot higher. And this one, and we need to look at this. There's not much data for this coin, so before that, let's look at Telcoin. So this is kind of telecommunication coin. So this is kind of like a telecommunication coin. So they have like their own app. It doesn't matter what country you live in, you cannot download their app, and you can use this coin and then transfer it to, say, if you have someone in Sri Lanka or back in India or your country, if both of you download their app, you can send credit to whoever in your country, like your mother country or something. So this could be like a really good coin as well. And I mentioned before, a lot of Ethereum holders, a lot of Ethereum whales, they are holding this coin. I've seen 2 to 3% or 4% of their portfolio they allocated for this coin. So maybe these whales, like whales, I mean, like people who hold a lot of Ethereum, maybe they know this coin has a future and it will pump in the future. So I've been accumulating this coin as well. I've just doubled my holdings during the dump. As you can see, it's a clear downtrend, and then even if you look at the RSI, it dropped a lot. So I would love to sell around these areas, and I'm really comfortable buying any coin around. If you look at RSI around these levels, it's a definite buy for me, right, for long term. And then as you can see, let's go into like 4-hour chart. So yeah, so it looks like it's kind of like consolidating at the moment. And let me just get rid of this one. Hold on a second. Yeah, so let me just quickly get rid of this one. I just want to show you something. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure you remember, like if you watch my videos, like if you subscribe, please, if you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is Diversified Finance. Go through my videos, we discuss about bullish divergence. So that's what we're seeing here right now. So for this coin, this is only the 4-hour chart. As you can see, RSI is kind of going up. Yeah, see, RSI is going up. So this is the relative strength indicator. So relative strength is going up, and you can see it made like a double bottom here, which is a good thing. So hopefully we'll see a lot higher price. So this is a low, and it made a higher low already. So let's see how it's going to pan out, whether it's going to go above these levels, and let's see whether it's going to make a higher high. So we can see a clear symmetrical triangle. It's forming a symmetrical triangle at the moment. So hopefully it'll break out and then go a lot higher compared to what Bitcoin does. So this is we look at this one right here. So this is like a clear symmetrical triangle. So we hopefully, like, this is I mean, they have a pretty good project. So I believe this might pump a lot in the future. So I've been accumulating this one. So there's a nice triangle. Let's see what happens. It's going to break down or break up. Regardless, at these levels, if you look at the daily chart, RSI is probably somewhere near, yeah, like it dropped to 30 and went back up to like 40 or something. So these are I mean, I feel comfortable buying these coins at these levels. So there's no problem for me actually. So it's totally up to you. So yeah, so as you can see here, it went all the way up to like 6.5 cents, and now it's going for like 1.1 cent, right? And then it had like a really long, this is the daily chart, had a really long consolidation, and it also has a lot of support around this area as well. Let me just quickly draw that line. So this area has a lot of support. So actually it came back down to retest, and it has gone back up. So this is a good thing. Normally, when a coin pumps like that, and then when it comes back to retest line, so we already seen one retest, second retest, and looks like this is the third and the last. So we can say we'll probably see a lot higher prices. So this is this coin, you can buy it on CoinSpot. I think you can also buy it on maybe it's not on Binance. I think you can buy it on CoinSpot. If you're in Australia, you can buy it on CoinSpot. So not financial advice, but I've been holding this coin, and I've accumulated a lot during the last correction. So also this one, and let me just quickly look at yeah, this one, Radio Kaka. It's called Radio, has a funny name to it. It's called, let me just coin market cap. Yeah, so this coin is really cheap, like it's like less than a penny, like 0.003. And this is like another Metaverse token, but it's really a low market cap coin. And if you see the market cap, it's about 580 million. So it's under a billion right now, not even a billion yet. It's like 580 million. So this coin, we already checked the website. It's a pretty good metaverse token to hold. So I'm expecting. I totally missed out the NFT market. I did not make any money from NFTs, especially like Decentraland, Mana, Sandbox, likewise. So I thought, okay, I'll probably get into metaverse token. So this is like a metaverse token which is really cheap at the moment. So it's called Radio Kaka. I've been accumulating this one during the drop, and recently it dropped. I accumulated more as well. If you look at this coin, there's not much data because it's pretty new. But if you look at this coin, again, it's a ERC20 token. It's on the Ethereum layer. So if you look at the 4-hour chart against Ethereum, so this is against Ethereum. It has like on the 4-hour chart, I've seen like bullish divergence, meaning the price is going down. As you can see, it's pretty clear here. Price is going down, the strength, while the strength is going up. So price is clearly going down here. Maybe I can change this color. Hold on a second. Yeah, so this is a yellow line. As you can see, the price is going down. And meanwhile, the RSI is going up. So this is something really bullish, meaning like a lot of people accumulating this coin. I know there's not much volume here. It's against Ethereum, so we're not gonna see much, because given that this is not on like a proper exchange, that's why we see like less volume. And having said that, that's a good opportunity when nobody can, because if it's on Binance, everybody can buy it, right? But right now it's harder to buy these coins. So if you accumulated, if you planning to buy these coins and hold, when these coins on Binance, on CoinSpot, and on KuCoin, this is not even on KuCoin. Then when it pumps, like then you already got some a lot earlier, right? So you're probably able to make more money out of these coins. So no financial advice again. And yeah, so this one I'm hoping like is a really good project. It's called Radio Kaka, and then the ticker is RACA. Yeah, so I've been accumulating this coin as well. And large cap, always good to accumulate. For example, Link, Cardano had like it dropped a lot from $3.10. It dropped back down to lot lower prices. So I would I don't mind holding these large cap coins as well. So normally, what I normally do, I hold 40 to 50% or 40% in my portfolio in Bitcoin, and the 20 to 30% in Ethereum, and the rest maybe like 30%. Worst come to worst, 40%. I accumulate a lot of large cap coins, so Cardano, Link, Uniswap, likewise XRP specifically, XLM, and then I have mid cap and small cap, micro cap, likewise. So I'm trying to have a diversified portfolio, because you can put all your money into Bitcoin, but it'll be harder for you to make 10x from Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is a lot bigger market, and it's harder for you to make like 10x from Bitcoin. But having said that, when the market goes down, Bitcoin is the best place to be, because you might not see like a 50% correction, 70% correction for Bitcoin. But if you have a lot of altcoins, if the Bitcoin drops like say 10%, 20%, your altcoins, so anything except Bitcoin and Ethereum, all the other coins might drop a lot harder. So that's why it's better to have a diversified portfolio, including Bitcoin, Ethereum, large cap, mid cap, small cap, even like say like Radio Kaka, it's a micro cap coin, so and it could could pump a lot higher. And this one is also, I want to mention this one as well, SLP. This is a gaming token. So I've been accumulating this one since like it was like 8 cents or so. Yeah, you can say I probably got in early, but DCAing, it's not a big deal for me. I've been DCAing since 8 cents. I bought some around 6 cents, 7 cents, 5 cents, even at below 4 cents, I've been adding it. And then as you can see, again, this one has bullish divergence right here. So if you can see here, this is like, looks like a lot of people accumulating this coin. So SLP, you can buy this coin on coin spot. So I'm expecting a lot higher prices for this coin as well, because given that, let's go to daily chart, it dropped a lot. It has dropped a lot. Say for example, see, it has dropped a lot. So I don't mind buying coins at these levels, right? Like it's not like you just buying when it pumped so much. So it is down about 90% from its highs. I mean, yeah, like the question you might ask, like, looks like it's completely dead. Not really. Like, this coin, you can do your research, like, just go on coin market cap. This coin has there's a possibility this coin, like, go up in value. So this is like a gaming token. So you can do your due diligence. I'm not going to explain that. So go to this is called Smooth Love Potion. It's a gaming token. That's why it has like a funny name. And if you just go down here on coin market cap, you can find out what is smooth. So read more, see what is Smooth Love Potion, what it does. Like, it's on Axie, like Axie Infinity. If you this is a gaming token that went from less than $1 to like $150 or so. So this token could have like probably could pump to like 10 cents. Like, $1 is very easy, given that the Bitcoin price is going to go not going to go down a lot lower. So I don't mind. I've been accumulating this one. Like, if it drops further, I'll just keep on accumulating to my portfolio. There's no problem. And then given that RSI dropped so much, so it's not a bad place to accumulate for DCA for long term. Yeah, so these are the Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the altcoins that I'm holding. I recently bought at these ones. I'm quite happy with my large cap tokens that I hold, so I'm gonna hold them for some time. Yeah, I mean, I do understand, like, if you look at go through like YouTube, YouTube, what YouTubers are saying. I know it looks a bit bearish, a lot of fear in the market, but I think this is a great opportunity for us to accumulate for long term. So I'm not expecting a lot higher prices, like, in a few weeks or so. Whatever I'm buying, I'm holding it for a year. Like, within that year, if it doubles, goes up in value, I just take some and sell some and take some profit. So that's the plan I have. Okay, so if you guys have any questions, you can kindly unmute. If you want me to look at any coins, you can kindly unmute and ask. Probably you can, we probably have like 10 minutes or so. There's no problem. So if you have any questions, if you want me to look at something else.
Can you look at LTC, Laka?
Yeah, okay, give me a second. Yeah, again, LTC, yeah, it's a no-brainer. Like, we can DC around this level. It's actually holding up okay. Like, it did not go all the way to like $100 or so. It's just holding up. Let me just, yeah, it dropped and it's bounced back about like 140 level or something. So now it's about 150. RSI wise, yeah, this is not a bad time to accumulate. We can accumulate for a lot, like, for a year or so, and see what happens. And Bitcoin, when Bitcoin pumps, like, I'm expecting this is a very old coin. It's been there for like maybe more than 5 to 6, 7 years or so. So these levels are okay to accumulate. We can DCA little by little, and when it pumps, we can just sell and take some money out. There's no problem. So this one is looking good to DCA for me. Like, I don't have any LTC, but I actually bought LTC Bull. So it's like a leverage token, but I'm expecting when LTC pumps, and the leverage token will pump as well. Yeah, so any other questions you guys have? Let me just quickly check what they are saying on Facebook. Let's check whether they have any questions on Facebook. Let me just quickly check what they are saying on Facebook. Let's check whether they have. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, you can kindly ask. I can have a quick look. Yeah, this is Dogecoin. Like, it's gone into like oversold level compared to RSI. If you look at the RSI, it's oversold. It's holding up 16.6 cents. Okay for the moment, but let's see. Like, with Bitcoin's pumps, it'll just pump as well. So 1, 2. One. 1. 1, 2, yeah, third time. Who knows? Like, it's oversold now, so it has to bounce back. It's somewhere near 16 cents. So if someone's holding a Dogecoin, if you plan to DCA, yeah, we can do that. But as long as you have Bitcoin and Ethereum, like, I'm not asking anyone to just put all your money into Dogecoin because we never know. These are the old coins that I want to look at. Even Link, this is a pretty good project as well. Yeah, so these levels, like, even Link, this is a pretty good coin, and it's been holding up pretty well. So even on these levels, we can just accumulate for long term. It's under $20. So last time it just went pump all the way to like 55. That is, I don't think this is the all-time highs. Yeah, that's the all-time high. So these coins and Bitcoin pumps can pump a lot higher. So great time to accumulate. No financial advice. Great time to accumulate. Okay, so if you guys don't have any questions, if you have questions, you can kindly ask. Otherwise, we can call it a day. Yeah. So right now, Bitcoin is holding up okay. It's just testing the bull market support band. So hopefully, we don't want to see it drop below 46,700 or so. I want to see it like, we want to see it above 46,000. Hopefully, let's see. In few hours, we will see like a weekly close. For the weekly chart, we'll see like a weekly close. Hopefully, if it close above 46,739, yeah, then hopefully things are, looking good. Okay, so it looks like you guys don't have any questions, so let's call it a day then. Yeah, so if you guys, yeah, so let's not forget, every Wednesday we also have like a midweek Zoom session. We just gonna look at the Bitcoin and altcoins only, kind of a Zoom session. So like on Sundays, we have a look at overall markets, traditional markets, gold and silver. But on Wednesdays, if you are free around 8 o'clock, you can join for like maybe for 30 to 40 minutes or so. We quickly go through the market. And yeah, so thank you all for your participation. I'll probably see you on next Wednesday. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Naga.
Thank you, then. Okay.